The Silence Above the Barn. This is the story of a quiet, isolated farm in Bavaria, 1922, and the terror that crept out of the woods. The family on the farm, Hinterkaifeck, was already uneasy. Weeks before, the patriarch, Andreas Gruber, had found footprints in the fresh snow, leading right to his house from the forest. But chillingly, there were no tracks leading back. He'd also lost his house keys, and more than once, the family swore they heard footsteps pacing in the attic. Was it a prank? Was it a ghost? Or was it something far more real, hiding right above their heads, watching them live? On Friday, March 31st, the new maid, Maria Baumgartner, arrived. She was the last person to see the family alive. That night, the killer began their terrible work. One by one, under the cover of darkness, the family was lured out to the barn. Andreas first, then his wife Cecilia, followed by their widowed daughter Victoria, and then 7-year-old Cecilia. Each was met in the stable with a family mattock, a farm tool, and brutally struck down. Their bodies were piled in the hay, silenced. Evidence later suggested young Cecilia had survived for hours after the attack, alone in the dark. The killer then stepped into the main house. They found Maria, the maid who had only been there for a single day, in her bed, and next, the 2-year-old baby, Josef, asleep in his bassinet. They were the final victims. But the horror did not end there. For 3 days, the killer remained on the property. They fed the cattle, they cooked meals in the kitchen, and they even tore pages off the calendar, marking the silent, gruesome passage of time alongside 6 hidden corpses. The first sign of wrongness came when little Cecilia missed school. Then, the neighbor, Lorenz Schlittenbauer, grew suspicious when the house remained silent and the chimney smoke stopped. On April 4th, he and a small search party broke into the house. They found the awful truth: 4 bodies in the barn and 2 more, the maid and the baby, inside the house. The police investigation was extensive but ultimately fruitless. The money was untouched, ruling out robbery. There was no conclusive fingerprint, no confession, and the weapon was one from the farm itself. The unsettling truth remained. A cold, methodical killer who had lived among the dead and tended to a farm full of silent secrets was never caught. The mystery of who walked into Hinterkaifeck and why is one that remains unsolved to this day. If you want the full timeline, the suspects, and the details the first reports missed, subscribe and watch the complete documentary in the channel. Stay to the end.